Hi, my name is Patricia Ruiz. I'm a bilingual speech language pathologist, and today I'm making this short little video to teach parents how to encourage their 1-year-old baby to start saying a few words. So let's start from the beginning. What do we as SLPs expect for a 1-year-old to start saying? So from the ages of 10 months to about 14 months, we expect the baby to start saying their first word. And usually that word is either mama or it's dada. The reason for the fact that it's very similar, the words, and it only changes is in the first syllable from M to D. M is one of the easiest syllables for a baby to pronounce because the M is one of the first sounds that comes out. All they have to do is press their lips. So M is easy for a baby to say, and da is easy for a baby to say, as well as the vowel A. So usually, most of the times, and I can't say every single child is going to say mama or dada first. I know that I was so excited for my babies to say mama, and then they said dada, and it just killed me. But I'm sure I've heard a lot of stories where most babies say, mama instead of dada. So mama and dada are usually the first words that we expect to start saying when a baby starts talking. And we want them to be 1 to 3 words more or less. That's about the ratio that we would expect to see from a 10 to 14-month-old baby. One of the first telltale signs that even though it's not language, but it's not expressive language, like it's not what a baby is saying, but we definitely want to see the baby understanding language as well. It's not just about what they produce, what they say, it's also about what they understand. So around 12 months, you want to be able to call your child's name and for your child to turn around and acknowledge you. That is like one of the most important things because that tells us so many things. It is definitely a marker in development. We want the child to turn around and acknowledge means they can hear you. It means they know their name. It means they know that language is being spoken to them. It means a lot of different things. So at about 12 months, we also want the baby to start using gestures. So we equivalent gestures with language as well. I mean, it's not expressive, it's not exactly words coming out, but they are expressing their needs in one way or another, and we consider gestures a way of expressing themselves too. So gestures, what do we want to see as a 12-month-old, more or less, 12 to 14-month-old? We want waving. We want to be able to say hi and say bye. We want pointing. We want to say, oh, look. We want the baby to be able to point. Like, what do you want? You want book? We want to be able to show pointing, and we want the baby to imitate pointing. If your baby doesn't point, we want to hold their hand and imitate hand over hand and show pointing. Pointing is another big marker in development. Believe it or not, if your child points, it has to do with how well their language is going to be in the future. So pointing is a very important thing to start teaching your child, as well as imitating. So in this video, I want to talk to you about the first sounds that we want to have the baby imitate, right? What are the easiest sounds that we can teach? Are animal sounds. So I got today my little farm, bought on Amazon. I will link the link in my video. So this is a little farm I bought at Amazon. It came with a few little animals. So for example, if you would have a cow, a farmer, and a sheep, you don't want to take out all the animals because you don't want to overwhelm a 12 to 14-month-old baby. So we want to take out 1 to 3. I definitely wouldn't take more than that. So I'm going to put the farmer away. So we're going to do the cow. So we want to teach the baby to say moo. And again, why moo? Because it starts with the M, and the M is the easiest sound to do. And so U is a vowel, which is also pretty easy. So we want the child to say moo. So you would, consistently every single day for 10 minutes or so, take out the 2-3 animals and just go over those 3. Moo until your child can imitate the same sound. Same goes for ba. B is another easy sound. Why? Because all you do is press your lips, like ba. It's just like ma. So ba with the sheep is also the easiest. I would pick the cow and I would pick the sheep. I definitely wouldn't pick the pig because oink oink is a very difficult sound to make. So when you start showing your baby different sounds and environmental sounds such as choo choo, choo choo is hard to make, ch ch is a difficult sound. So you want to try broom broom is hard. So you want to do beep beep, that's a lot easier. So when you start showing your baby different sounds, environmental, animal sounds, you want to use sounds that are easy. You don't want to start showing them sounds that are hard. Just because they're sounds doesn't mean they're easy. So start with the basic. There's always a hierarchy to things, and in this case, anything with a B plus a syllable, a or u, is easy. So moo, ba, beep, beep, all those are easy sounds. So you can definitely always use toys. You don't want to use flashcards for a baby too much because they can't touch, they can't feel. It's something that's flat and it's a picture. So kids usually learn first with an object that they can touch, that it's three-dimensional. Once you take the sheep and you put her flat on a flashcard, it looks different. So you don't want two-dimensional, you want to start with one. If your baby's two, then definitely use flashcards. But at one, I would use, little toys like this and things they can grab. So I would definitely use little toys, and a farm is a must to encourage your baby to start talking, to start making sound, and make it fun too. You can always use songs. O Matao is a perfect song to start engaging with kids, to imitate, to repeat, to do the animal noises. So you want to be able to do all those things and your baby to imitate you. Another thing I always recommend is books. I don't want you to get like a really long book. Obviously, we're talking about a baby. Some people comment that their baby can't hold their attention for too long. Exactly. You want something little and quick. I like this book, or any peekaboo book, because peekaboo is actually a skill that we want to teach babies. We want to be able to say peekaboo, and you want your baby to either say boo or to actually do the peekaboo. You want to get a good reaction. That's also very important. We want to see how their social skills are, how do they look when you say boo, like what's going on there, do they understand the game? So this is a book that shows peekaboo, so it's peekaboo and you open. So we wouldn't want you to read the whole book. This book is easy because it just says peekaboo, who's there? And then you'd open the book and then you can teach the baby just to look at a few pages. We don't want to go through the whole thing. It's a baby, they're little. So books that are super easy, like Brown Bear is another book that's really good to use because it has a few animals. It's big. It is flat. It is two-dimensional. But, we're just trying to show the literature or the picture in it, as well as this one, as well as the ones you can grab. So books and imitating songs, those are good. Those are all good resources to be able to start encouraging your child to start talking. And I think the number one tip on helping babies how to talk is just talking. You have to talk all the time. When you cook, we're gonna cook, we're gonna make spaghettis. When you give them a bath, this is your nose, we're washing your head, these are your toes. When you're in the car, we're driving, these are the trees. Like, you have to talk about everything you do so your baby can listen and start to imitate and start encouraging words, understanding, social skills, all those things. So in a few other videos, I'm going to go through a little bit of a hierarchy of other kids. So we'll go through 2-year-olds and then maybe 3 to 4-year-olds. And I'll try to give all you guys some tips and some activities on how to encourage different ages on talking a little bit more. So thank you for watching. Different ages on talking a little bit more. So thank you for watching.